Feels like love again. I think I'm in love again. I think I fell in love.
Think I'm in love again.
What them words mean, man?
Shit, that low key, that song, I mean, it sound like a love song. I mean, essentially it is. We talking about love, just in a different aspect. That song I wrote about, you know, my first passion in life was me playing basketball. But due to my health situations, I was not allowed to play basketball. You know, we found music, so that's really my career path and how I really found myself as a person. So it's like a young nigga just expressing the love he found, and we disguised that, talking about using a woman as the analogy to disguise what we talking about with the career paths. And
That's usually how it be. That first passion come when we're young.
Mm-hmm.
As we mature, as we get older and find what life really is, we start to see it for what it really is.
Yeah, like a kid, to me, a kid always got like sometimes, even if it's like a kid stick to that shit throughout their whole life, sometimes kids got unrealistic views on what they want in life. Like me being 11 years old, being diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, I had it made in my head, I'm going to the NBA because Amari Stoudemire had arthritis and he was in the league. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like Amari got arthritis and he in the league, I could do that shit.
That's why I tell all kids to keep their imagination, man. I straight told some 6-year-old, I forget where I was at. I told some 6-year-olds, keep your imagination, bro, because it go quick. If you don't got it once you get our age, it's hard to live life because you're going to turn into a worker and it's going to be a routine every day. You don't want that routine every day. You want life to be excitement as soon as you wake up.
That's a fact. They find yourself living like your life just being the sale, like shit. I gotta wake up and do this for another motherfucker. Do this, and then I gotta wait 2 weeks to get paid. And
to get paid.
This and that. I can't.
Imagine what your check is versus what they make every day.
You out here putting 40 hours a week in for some crumbs.
Going to sleep as soon as you get home.
Nigga, the whole family. When you're off your work alone, he paying for his kids' tuition. You hope they get a scholarship.
Birthday bash, man. How was it? How you like this party today?
The turnout was great. A lot of people bought tickets that didn't come. That's beautiful too. But I liked all the openers, like sets. I enjoyed my set. My people enjoyed my set. I didn't like some technical difficulties that happened with my set. But since the people that came, they was entertained and they seemed pleased and couldn't tell that it was technical difficulties as much. I can't really complain too much. You know, artists, we gonna live in our own head. Like, it could have been like this, it could have been like that. But essentially, that's life. It's always what it could have been. Yeah. That ain't what it was, though.
Let's break down each artist, though. Starting with the first one.
Sean. Bro been sending me music since like August of, I wouldn't even say that. He probably been sending me music since like late 2017. Just sending me songs. And when he was sending me songs, like, they was cool. I could hear the potential. But I didn't really think he was here yet then. He sent me some music back in June of this year, and I was like, yo, nigga, this shit crazy. Like, I don't know what you did, but you found something.
What was it about it, though?
It was his sense of melody, but being a lyricist in the sense of like him using the melodies. Like, a lot of these young dudes do the auto-tune shit, but it wasn't just the auto-tune shit. He was telling his story throughout the auto-tune, and like it was very catering to like a younger audience and what's going on in today's music on a mainstream level, but it also can cater to a lyricist like myself because of what he talking about.
I was telling somebody it sounded like Polo G a little bit.
A lot. Polo G and Roddy Ricch is what I hear a lot of them do.
When I was up there listening back, I'm just like, it sounds just like Polo G, man.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of Polo G.
And he one of the guys, to me, I think he's special, man. Like, to me, I think Kansas City is in a great place as far as like music wise. I'm not saying everybody make good music, but there's a select few that make great music, though. Select few that make great music, and I think he's just in that category of people who make great music. There's not that many people know about him yet.
Shout out to Sean, man. On to the next, Zeph.
Zeph, man. Zeph.
He crazy to me because he going to Mizzou.
Yeah, man.
I graduated from Mizzou. It's different. But on the side of that, he talk about what he really going through in everyday life. As men, you talk about this all the time. A lot of people don't talk about as far as like the males in general. We can't express ourselves how we want to. Or we can, but we talk about society that ain't cool. You acting like a feminine if you do that. If you cry, if you show them type of emotions, we gotta be strong for the people behind us, whether it's females or males. But for him, I've seen very few artists cry on stage or cry in general as far as music, as far as like just seeing it live and on tape. it's different when you write your music and you crying because you by yourself. Obviously, you feel the pain when you write it and then it come out. But like to see it, you perform in front of what was it, 30 people here, 40 people here. Like it's probably more than that. But like I'm just
I think he had at that point we was at like 50 or 60 when he had got on stage.
okay.
Something like that.
Now, what was it about him? Why you choose him to perform in the show?
To be honest with you, he's my favorite artist here. Like, to me, if I take myself out of this conversation, I feel like he has made the best project from a Kansas City artist that I've heard, like, top to bottom. His project is flawless to me. From the content in the music, A1 to me, his choice of production, A1 to me, his sense of melody is ridiculous. On top of the fact that he can like really rap, he got a good sense of melody. And then I was in the studio with him and Sean last week, and just seeing how dude worked, it really like a horse, like a workhorse. Like he in there doing the studio, he like, nah, bro, like, let me hear myself. I need to hear the note. He hitting the note, mind you. We in the studio, nobody can make a song. He like, man, fuck that shit, put the beat on. He put the beat on, he just start he freestyle a chorus in there, and he like, man, I told you, bro, this shit ain't nothing. We gonna go in here, we gonna knock the song out. He just in there busting, he like, man, you niggas playing, like, gonna run
he
this.
got that young energy, man.
Yeah,
young lungs.
bro. he just in there going, bro. He's so passionate about this shit and the music he make. It touches me in a certain place. Like, I just, bro, special to me. Like, to me, Zeph is a special artist. I don't think we get many artists like bro in the world, not just locally. I just don't think you get many artists like bro in the world.
He seemed genuine as hell, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, he touched me from the fact, I know my pops, but it's just like, it's different when you hear somebody else's story. I know we talked about this different times. You can't compare people's struggles to what you got going in your life, but a struggle is a struggle regardless.
Facts.
Whether you going through some other stuff with your family, he got daddy issues, like, it's all going to feel the same. It's all going to hit you the same either way. But before we get to the last artist, what made Mob the place to have your birthday at?
Really, me and Mark been building a real good relationship here in the past few months. Like, I say I probably come up to the shop like twice a week, bro, just to sit and politic, talk or whatever. We don't even ever be talking business. Like, I don't bring up, they didn't even listen to my music until a week before the show. Like, I don't never introduce myself like, hey, I'm the rapper. Like, I just come kick it. We have arguments about music and talk about culture and all that shit. And they just good people, bro. Every time I come up here, it's love. They help me out with the clothes because they got their foot set in stone in Kansas City when it come to the clothing. This store is a statue in itself, for real.
That's beautiful.
Like, just how big it is. Just their second store. It's an upgrade from the last store. So as much game as Mark give me just about the clothes and how I should move and the praise that he give me for what I'm doing with the clothes and shit, we sat down and we just talked. It just made the most sense to do it here. I had a couple other venues in mind, but to me, it made the most sense to do the show here.
Okay. Now on to the last person. What made you pick him?
Solomon.
Because he had a lot of energy. He had some little Uzi in him.
Yeah, man. A lot of energy. First and foremost, like, Solomon like a little brother to me, bro. Like, he used to live with me type shit. Like, secondly, his music amazing to me. Like, y'all heard a lot of hype shit, but bro really makes soulful music too. Like, he ain't get to perform that tonight. And he don't for whatever reason, he don't showcase that shit and drop that shit a lot. But he make real soulful music. And then on top of that, I picked Solomon because I feel like he the only person here in Kansas City I would say is a better performer than myself. Like, I can't go out and do that on stage.
Nah, he controlled the crowd for sure, from rapping and then just stopping, letting whoever knew the song rap the song and he dancing. Like, that's different to do that for even people to just know your music in Kansas City, because we don't support a lot of our artists to the extent that they need to be supported. But for him to be able to do that and dance while people perform his music, like, that touch you different. I know it do as an artist.
And then, like, he ain't do it tonight, but like, I seen Solomon in the middle of a performance stop his song and just say a prayer. And then he in the prayer, my papa told me do that shit. And then go to the next song. I don't have that in me, bro.
That's a different type of aesthetic, man.
Yeah,
like, even from, I know we're going to get to this, but even from like the couch and the lamp to your shit, making it feel like a real, like, homely type feeling. Like, he brought that energy too, because a lot of people, they don't dance when they go to parties and stuff like that. Like, even though we in Made Mob, where this is an inclusive space, like, you bring that type of inclusive energy to parties too, because we have like Caucasian people, we had like different people with nationalities and like races and different stuff like that. But he made it to where, like, just be yourself, because he was up there, he closed his eyes and he got to it. I'm talking about doing dances I ain't never seen before, but like he was getting to it and like shit, I was bopping.
I call them shit cluck dances. My nigga be up there doing cluck dances. That shit hard.
Nah, he was getting to it for sure.
That nigga get Solomon hard, bro. He's the whole package. Like when it comes to just making catchy music and then like actually being who you are in the music, like he's exactly what his music represents. Like exactly what that is.
Now on to your performance. I know you didn't say how it went, how you wanted it to go, or how you planned it out to, but overall, how did you think it went?
I seen a lot of the faces in there, and I would say the first half of my set, to me, flawless. Like, cause it went the way I wanted it to. Second half was still very good. I'll say, when it come to doing the songs, the type of songs I perform, it's like I don't know, like you pulling a lot out yourself.
I mean, it's very intimate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's intimate from you, but it's also intimate for us to listen to because it's like, I just said, them feelings is kind of different. You got to be able to be willing to bring that out and share that with somebody. You sharing something with us, but we also sharing something with you by listening with our ears.
Exactly.
It's like, and then he can hear something, and then he can walk up because it's touching him too much. You'd be like, I got to go home. I can't deal with this all the time. But
Truth.
You bringing that music to us, Kansas City needs that.
Yeah, man. I don't even think it's necessarily a Kansas City place.
I mean, the world needs it in general, though.
That's what I look at it as, like, because it goes back to, like, bro, there is no place for the black man to speak. There is no place for it. Like, you go, in a lot of these places, and not all women, I don't want to generalize women, because, I have no hatred towards women at all, but a lot of times, us as men, we speak about our problems to certain women, and, some women just don't want to hear that shit. The reality of it is, you speak to some of your homies and you be like, bro, get out of here with that sad shit, because niggas don't be wanting to hear that shit.
I mean, not my pops, but I know pops that didn't say that to their kids. Like, some of my friends, like, I got your feelings. What you crying for? Toughen up, chin out. Chest out, chin out.
It ain't life, though.
It ain't.
It ain't life, bro. Can't nobody tell me I can't cry. I could care less. You tell me to beat my ass then. I'm gonna sit here and cry. But beat my ass then since you don't want me to cry.
You gonna throw him with him?
I'm not sweet because these tears dropping at all. Not at all, bro. I cry because I'm hurting. I'm okay to have my feelings hurt. That is okay. That's life. And I'm here to express that to. Of course, I want anybody to hear my music and feel it too. But the most important, black man cry. It's okay to cry, bro. It's okay to be fucked up out here. It's all right. Because a lot of that shit turns into what it don't need to be because it's so bottled up, it's suppressed. It's a whole bunch of shit that don't need to happen, bro. I done found myself having meltdowns, breakdowns, flipping out on people I love just because for the first 17, 18 years of my life, I just suppressed whatever the fuck I was going on, whatever I had going on. So when one slight thing happened, now whoever done pissed me off in this moment, catching all the anger from the past 17 years of my life. Because I just suppressed that shit. When I turned 17, 18, bro, I was like, yeah, I'm cool on that, bro. Like,
that ain't the way to live.
That ain't the way to live. And I didn't always make music to cater towards that. But once I started getting to the groove of making music, and at first, bro, I was just a nigga I'm a punchline metaphor this shit out. Like, I got bars, nigga. Like, but it is like, bro, what are you talking about? What does that shit
You talking about that a lot. You always say, "What? They ain't talking about nothing. I can't listen to them." And that kind of struck what I started listening to too, because obviously I don't listen to everything, but a lot of that shit start getting cut out because it's like these niggas rap good, but it's like ain't nothing that stick to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got no cushion, no nothing. Like it ain't no foundation. They saying a whole lot of words that go together, sound good, the beat sound good, but it's just like it don't hit the same. You might listen to it for a week, but it's back out.
Yeah, bro. It's like an amazing like alcohol shaker with no liquor in it. Presented so well, and it's just nothing. Honestly, it's nothing. Like you said all this miracle shit, and you ain't said nothing at all. All you did was rhyme some big ass words, my G, and did a crazy rhyme pattern. Cool. That don't do nothing for me, bro.
What the new generation into.
Give a fuck about how fast you rap. But carry out me big words, bro. How that shit feel? They don't feel nothing. Like people say what they want, like about a lot of these young artists, like, or a lot of the artists that's just popular in the day, like, say what you want about Young Thug. He talk about some real ass shit in that music.
Nah, facts.
Whatever I can't understand him. I bet if you did understand him, you would fuck with it though, because he's saying some real ass shit. as long as a nigga got something to say, I'm all ears, bro. And even the niggas who don't got something to say, if you can do it creatively and sound, make it like, all right, a lot of the Detroit niggas don't got shit to say. But how disrespectful they is.
We talked about this too. I
It's
told you I don't
amazing.
listen to them niggas because it's just like.
But it's amazing how disrespectful, bro. Like the levels, because, all right, look. I look at life like, all right, I can never be that toxic. So I can live through them.
I feel that.
Them toxic levels, I can live through them. I'm a faithful black man, but I love Future. I love Future.
That's a different breed.
I
We ain't gonna get on that, but that's
Yeah,
he
you
a
know
different
what I'm
breed.
saying? Yeah, man. I can't be that type of toxic, but it's good for my ears, though.
Nigga had a meme trending on Christmas, on the holiday. I don't even call it Christmas. He had it on the holiday. Like niggas is waking up making memes with quote tweets on the holiday.
Beautiful, bro.
Talking about text though, sending it to a girl you used to talk to,
It's beautiful.
telling her happy holidays, tell your mama I said hi. Like you don't even talk to
That's
her.
peak level toxic, bro. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see. I just can't be that guy.
Why do you even wake up on that time though? Like I feel like Future is really like that in real life though.
Definitely, you can tell. You don't see the way his BMs act on the ground.
Well,
He's definitely that guy, bro. He's definitely that guy. His
Russell
quotes,
Wilson playing football with his son.
his
so
quotes.
I don't know.
If she ain't got an AP, the quotes are they speak for themselves. You ain't never got to hear the music. The quotes, they let you know, man. Toxic levels peak. So look, artists, I'm not gonna be as toxic as you is, but please put that shit in your music, cause I love that shit. Musically, don't be that as a person, though. Don't be that as a person. But for the ears, we love that toxic shit.
Now for the show today, how beautiful was it to have your mom and your girl in the same place? I know your girl has been out of town for a while, where school, internship type stuff like that. How beautiful was it to have both of them in the same room at the same time to hear a performance? I don't know if they've ever been to the same performance before.
Nah, they never been to the same performance before. They both have come to performances, but never at the same performance. It feel good, especially like I got songs about both of them that I perform because those are like my bigger songs and the songs that people like from me the most. That it feel good, especially because then I can look up in the crowd and like look at them. When it comes to my mom's songs though, I don't look into the crowd when I'm rapping that. I don't want to see her for that'll pull something different out of me. I don't know if you know when I was doing PV song, I had my head down, eyes closed.
That's why I was talking about Lil Zeb. I mean, he had his eyes closed the whole time. I don't know if that was his mom that came up and hugged him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that hit different toward to him. I know he, like I said, he was crying probably when he was writing them words because he really probably yearns to have a relationship with his pop, but it's like pops ain't really even existent at a point in time. So got to keep his eyes closed. He ain't trying to see nobody out there. We all probably in the crowd probably know our pops or even met him before. He said he legit never had a relationship at all. To not have a relationship as a black man with a father, that's different. Because you out there, I mean, it's just like a young girl. She ain't got no pops. She running around girl to girl, trying to find that in them dudes. Not saying that's with us, but we probably, all right, calling everybody big bro. It's the same type of thing. You can't call everybody big bro. Everybody ain't got the same intentions. It's either hype me your head, you need to go to the league. I'm giving you this pack. Come on, get this off. And then you got the right ones, go to school, or let me teach you this trade so we can make this money and we can build this up from the ground up.
I say all the time, bro, old niggas ain't never did shit for me but failed me. Me, an old nigga ain't never did shit for me. I don't got no big homies. All my big homies is locked. All my big homies is locked or dead somewhere. I'm not calling my uncles for no advice. Niggas ain't never did nothing in life. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no old niggas around for no, like, I said in the song I ain't released, I was like, with no example, who do you run to? Like, to be a man with no example, who do I run to? And it comes to being a man, all the men in my family, I've surpassed them niggas, just on the quality of a man. So, when I'm figuring out how to be a man, who do I call? I'm not gonna call some nigga that I know from the projects. Most of them niggas just not coming home. You institutionalized, you don't even know what a flat screen TV is, bro. No offense to you, that's not a knock to you. But it's just like you not in the position to teach me how to be the proper man. All you know is flip a pack. All you know is
he gonna get right back to it.
He gonna get right back to it. I'm just not me. You know what I'm saying? So when it come down to just like, and even like on the song She's Pleased, bro, I speak on to the impact that I feel like that happens with women who don't have a father. Like if opening lines is you can ruin her life if you can make her come. no man in her life, so you ain't gotta be one. She ain't never seen one. It ain't just the men who got a bad effect with the pops not being around. Like, it's an effect to that women have without a father being around too. I don't fully understand it, but I know what I see, and I can always just write down from what I can see. So that lack of a father in the household, it plays on both genders in such a real way. And I feel like that's why we live in a world today on Twitter where it's just a bunch of gender wars because ain't nobody got no daddy.
That's tough. That was a strong saying right there, man. A lot of people couldn't put them words how you just put them words. They walk through life living it, but to actually sit down and say it like how you said it, it's different.
Yeah, bro. We all, at the end of the day, bro, the world will feud at each other. Niggas don't know how to treat women. Women don't know how to respond to men or know what type of man to have allowed in their life because nobody got no daddy. Or if they did have a daddy, he was fucked up, so there's no good example. You don't know what it is, the proper things to expect of a man. That's why when you get a man who even hold a door for a girl or pay to get some nails done or whatever, nigga gets applauded for doing the bare minimum. The bar is so low.
It's like a nigga ain't never did that before.
Come on, man. Before I got in a relationship, bro, I done dealt with women before that applaud me for the simplest shit. Like, when I come over, I'm not on like, I ain't come over here with a condom on, with a condom, you know what I'm saying? Or I came over here and I'm asking you questions about certain shit and they like, I ain't never this and that. And it's like, damn, like the bar really that low. Like,
or just said simple as saying what's up to their moms.
You know what I'm saying? Simple shit. Or like I took a girl one time a couple years ago, I took a girl out to go to the movies, right? She was a little late, but when she came, I had already paid for the ticket. She was like, you paid for the ticket? It's a movie, bro. It's at the Plaza. The movie was $7.
$7.
But that's the bar that low, bro.
She coming in ready to pay.
Ready to pay. A bar that low. So I think, I dug into the point on that, yeah.
Now, before we wrap it up, how much credit do you give to the team around you?
I feel like it's 50-50. I think when it comes to, because without the team around me, I wouldn't have, now mind you, I made all the calls and everything happen for me to get everything here, but I can't go pick up this stage. I can't go pick up this sound system. I can't go grab these microphones. I can't go make these clothes. I can't go do some of these. I can't make the flyer for this event. It's a lot of stuff that I can't do personally myself. And that's the stuff that they do, that they put together. I'm essentially the face, and I'm the reason why everybody come, but I'm not the reason why this all happened. That's really what it is. So I look at it as a 50-50 effort. My effort is I got the 50% that I carry on myself, and that's the bringing the people here, giving us a reason for us to work. And their 50% is making sure the work gets finished. And that's how I look at it. I give a lot of credit to them. Just the team SWAN in general. You got my boy Alex, my boy E, my boy Derek, my boy Nate, you, KB. Even though KB wasn't here tonight, but KB, he plays a different type of role. But yeah, man, that's my Elite Seven, man. That's how I look at it. My people that I put into and I believe in to even carry my baby, what I call SWAN. Like, those are the people that I just believe in, and I believe got the best interest for what it is that I got going on.
Now, for those who don't know what SWAN means, we're going to wrap it up with this, but the acronym, SWAN.
The acronym stands for Secretly We All Nerds. And it's basically like, bro, just be yourself. Everybody weird. Like, everybody got something about them that's different from the next person. There's no reason to not be yourself. It started off as I write movie scripts and stuff like that, so it started off as a documentary. I got a lot of homies who was like 4-year varsity athletes, but now they go to school for fashion and photography and a bunch of shit that's considered nerd shit. Mm-hmm. So like, I wanted to ask them, like, bro, when you was the jock in high school, like, why you couldn't be yourself? Like, you was at home drawing shit, but you at school making fun of the motherfucker with the anime shit on.
I wasn't no jock, but I definitely was a 4-year athlete, and it was so tied up in what it was. Mm-hmm. So that shit was funny to us. I mean, we going to practice, we going to playing the game and shit like that, but the other shit outside, anything remotely outside of that, we got to crack jokes on.
You know what I'm saying?
We might really be into it when we go home, but it's just like when we come to school, it's 10 motherfuckers that laughing at it. We ain't going to stop laughing at it.
You know what I'm saying? So like that, it started off as a documentary. I still want to do the documentary, but as I'm writing the questions down that I was writing for the documentary, I'm like, nah, we need to make this everything. This is who I should be to represent myself with. So that's SWAN.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you for the sit down, man.
Happy birthday, man. I know it ain't your birthday now, but
You know,
one day coming around.
yes sir, yes sir. We got the same birthday as LeBron, Tiger Woods, Tyrese Gibson. I'm kind of goaty for that.
Tiger Woods, Tyrese Gibson, that's all you're going to put in there. I ain't worried about
Hey
nobody
man,
else.
enough of the Bron hate, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Hey, niggas don't like the fact my boy getting his 4th one this year.
Just lost on Christmas. We out.
Still 24-5. What is he talking about?